therefore, how you feel about the Filipino people in general now, 3 years after EDSA.
No different. I do not believe that what happened at EDSA was, I think it was terribly well organized. I mean, it was very well done, very well organized. I'm sure there was a core group in that who believed. There were mistakes in my father's administration, for which I'm sure people were hurt. But I do not think, and I didn't think then and do not think now, that that was representative of the majority of the 54 million then Filipinos. I still don't think so. First of all, there was no revolution. I never saw a revolution. We left because we did not want to kill fellow Filipinos. We left the palace to go to Ilocos. We were tricked into coming to Hawaii. And I don't see in that a revolution. I cannot see how that constitutes a revolution. I cannot see, you see, it's impossible for me to differentiate how do I feel about the Filipinos. How do I feel about myself? I'm one of the Filipinos. It's impossible for me to say, I think about Filipinos that way. I think about myself in a certain way. I think about them in the same way. I'm a Filipino. I love my country. I love the people more than I love my country more than any other place in the world. I've been everywhere. I love my people more than any other people in the world. Perhaps I'm prejudiced. Now, so be it. No, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, not one tiny little bit. I can't see why it should. They haven't changed. I haven't changed. It's the same.
Is there anything you would like to say to address yourself directly to the Filipino people, perhaps in our own language?
Well, in spite of how far we are, nandito kami ngayon sa Honolulu, malayo-layo kami sa inyo lahat. Nalalaman namin at naririnig namin ang mga nangyayari sa ating bayan. Asahan ninyo na gagawin namin lahat ng kaya namin gawin upang kayo tulungan. But the Filipinos must come to a political maturity at this point in their history. Filipinos must understand that they must exercise their political will for what they believe to be right and what they believe to be just. We know the conditions that they find themselves in now. We know what life is like in the Philippines now. They know much better than we do. They must now exercise their political will, their political energy to make changes, to make their lives easier, better, and correct. And it's a turning point in the history of our country.